Hello cybersecurity enthusiasts and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Antonia, digital content creator at Heimdall Security, and I'm here today to talk about patch management. What are patches? What is patch management and why is beneficial for your company? What are the risks of not using it and best practices to follow? Make yourself comfortable, we have a lot to talk about. So let's start with the beginning. What are patches? In information technology, a patch is a piece of software code meant to upgrade, optimize, or secure existing software, computers, servers, and technology systems. A patch is commonly referred to as a bug fix since the reason for it is an error that is discovered by its developers or users and needs to be corrected. So basically, a patch is like a bandage applied to software. Every time a security flaw is discovered or the program's functionality needs an upgrade, software developers create a patch to address these aspects. Modern software is extremely complex and difficult to create, so mistakes are inevitable. And when those mistakes happen, we have to go back and apply a fix. It's critical that you find the vulnerabilities in your network before the bad guys do, as such vulnerabilities are an open door for cyber attacks. Make no mistake, malicious actors will take advantage of these bugs. Following the discovery of these vulnerabilities, the next step is to patch them as soon as possible. Patches can be deployed to your entire infrastructure, including software, operating systems, routers, IoT equipment, servers, and more. Now that we have explained what a patch is, let's dig deeper and take a look at today's star: patch management. Patch management is the process of distributing and applying software updates called patches in order to address software vulnerabilities. This way you keep endpoints like computers and mobile devices as well as servers protected from hackers who intend to exploit system bugs. Why is patch management so important? Well, with each passing day, the number of cyber attacks grows exponentially. For companies with multiple servers and devices, making sure that all of them are up to date can be both time-consuming and challenging. Attempting to manage these patches manually is not only inconvenient, but it can also pose significant risks to organizations. Enterprises missing a good patch management solution are exposed to cyber attacks because threat actors can easily abuse any known vulnerabilities. They can also experience devastating financial impact. The loss in productivity and the cost of recovery will certainly exceed the cost of implementing an automated patch management solution. They will also be left behind because of the outdated system struggling to solve issues caused by not patching in due time while the competition will move forward. Another outcome is that they will have their brand image damaged, with clients losing their trust. They also can't be fined because of lack of compliance. True, you have no control over the emergence of cyber threats. However, it's also true that you can have absolute control over and effectively manage your organization's security flaws. One of the causes of the largest cyber attacks to date has been poor patch management. Patch management is critical for ensuring solid organizational security. Now let's take a look at the advantages of patch management. Patch management will spot old software. If your software vendor is out of business or has any other problem, this solution will help you identify the software that does not receive patches anymore, so you can replace it in a timely manner. Improved device and data protection. Fixing vulnerabilities with the most recent software patches aids in the prevention of data breaches in which private customer or corporate data may leak outside your organization. User experience. When using patch management, you can be sure that devices run smoothly and without disruptions. Users don't have to deal with performance issues or bugs, which leads to increased productivity. Reduce compliance fines. If your company isn't patching and thus isn't meeting compliance standards, you could face monetary penalties from regulatory agencies. Patch management that is successful ensures that you comply. Minimize downtime. Ransomware and other types of cyber attacks can put your company's operations on hold. Functional vulnerabilities can also lead to system downtime. The patching process has some steps that need to be followed if you want to have a smooth and efficient patch management process. The first step in a proper patch management system is to make an inventory of all your current software solutions. Secondly, choose a patch management tool that will fit your needs and target the most vulnerable parts of your system. This tool will scan for available patches, then it will analyze the results and determine what needs patches. It will apply the patches and eventually monitor the process. Then define and enforce your patch management policies. It takes time to put together a policy document that outlines your patching procedure, but it is required. A patch management policy will set clear rules to make sure your patching process runs the right way, schedule patches to be applied on time, and document patching results properly. Also, test patches before implementation. Before deploying a patch, it is important to test it to ensure that it is working properly. However, the patching process should be automatic for better accuracy and to avoid wasting time unnecessarily. This is why a patch management tool is recommended. Besides, a patch needs to be applied as soon as possible to avoid exposure to cyber attacks. Take for example Heimball's patch management software, where the newly released patches are ready for deployment to customers in less than 4 hours. The tool will do it in your place and make sure the system is patched every time it is needed. Now let's take a look at patch management best practices. As I already mentioned, automate patching. Although the patching process can be done either manually or automatically, an automatic solution will always be better in terms of saving time and avoiding human error. In addition, sysadmins will not have to constantly spend time to apply patches where and when needed, so they can focus their attention on other security-related tasks. It's all about consistency. The patch management process should be a constant and ceaseless one, not just from time to time. So applying patches requires a well-defined schedule in order to avoid errors. An automated tool will help you schedule your patches and define an efficient patching routine. Patch, but in a timely manner. The process of patch management should not be postponed too much, so once released, patches have to be applied. Again, the testing phase. Patch validity depends on the vendor himself, therefore what you can really do is to make sure that you test your patches on some machines first and see if they work. Keep up with vendor patch announcements. Once you've compiled a complete list of products, subscribe to all of their security updates through whatever channel patch announcements are made. Use patch management alongside vulnerability management. The patch management process is part of the whole process named vulnerability management. The latter identifies bugs that might be system configuration flaws, open ports, or registry settings, for instance. Before patching, vulnerability management will detect the vulnerabilities. Be aware of the results. After all patch management best practices were properly implemented, you want to know if they worked, if your patching routine makes you walk on the right path. This is called the auditing part, a complete analysis that will provide you with metrics that will tell you if the patch management was successful and where it improved the system. Define a recovery plan in case of failure. If your patch management results fail to meet expectations, then a recovery plan should be taken into consideration. In order to avoid data loss, a backup is always the best solution. When it comes to maintaining the security, integrity, and accessibility of an organization's data and systems, patch management is critical, and the process should be as thorough as possible. The more frequently you patch and update all of your systems, the less likely your company will be hacked. Thank you for watching. I hope I gave you some really useful information today that you can share with your friends or with the people around you who might be interested in this topic. If you want more in-depth information on patch management, you can go and visit Heimdall Security website and blog. As always, don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to our channel. See you next time!